that. You would think that's what you want. And then all this catfishing that's going on and stuff. People, you look there's a few dates that I went on POF, and I see a girl, and when I meet up with her, we go someplace to eat, and I'm like, is this her or is this her mama? This don't look like this, same girl.
Okay.
Like that, I'm like, okay, you know what, whatever. I ain't finna trip on it. I talk with her. I see what she's about. Try to have a good time. If I don't, I say, well, listen, it was good to meet you. I enjoyed the dinner and stuff like that. Maybe I'll talk to you again. Take care of yourself. So that being said, I will go on. Lo and behold, I see her picture. I read her profile. I realize she ain't far from me. And I'm like, I ain't never seen this girl. And I'm thinking, fellas, y'all know how we are. We see a beautiful girl and be like, she got to be crazy. There ain't no way she should be on. Why is she on here? There's no need for her to be on here. She looked too good to be on here.
Lord have mercy.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. I shoot her a message. 1 week go by. So I shot her a message on March the 6th. I still remember it.
Yeah.
She didn't respond to me until March the 22nd.
A lot of crazies out there.
And I'm like, okay, obviously maybe she don't like me and then, no big deal. Keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
She shot back. She answered my message. We went back and forth, emailing each other for a while. And I said, look, I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to email you all day, every day, back and forth. Can we talk?
Yes.
I give you my number. You can block your number that makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah, he did say that.
And call me and let's talk. I want to hear your voice.
Mm-hmm.
She took my number. She called me. We talked for like 8 hours. Day one, 8 hours.
And y'all see, he talk a lot.
I'm trying to give him the whole picture.
Yeah.
And then I think every day after that, we averaged 6 to 8 hours. And it is something that when we set up a time to meet, and we met at this park down the street from her house.
Mm-hmm.
And we out there laughing and talking and getting bit up by mosquitoes.
Yes, we did.
And it was so much fun talking to her. I don't know if y'all know. Matter of fact, I know y'all know. Some of y'all might. Kat is hilarious. That girl is. This woman keeps me laughing. And that is one of the main reasons I'm still with her to this day. Every day we laugh hard about something. We always having fun. We always laugh. So that being said, she did say she loved me first.
I told y'all.
But I had already knew that I loved her.
But he didn't say it.
Because I didn't.
You don't look out like no sucker, as you say. Pretty much. I know.
Yeah, fellas, y'all know how it is and stuff like that. We just don't go and say we love somebody just out the gate like that and stuff, But I knew it in my heart. She just happened to say it first. That's all.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had a great time. We continue to have a great time. We go everywhere. Kat is the one person that I can literally spend 24 hours, 7 days a week and not get tired of.
That's very rare.
Does anybody understand what I'm talking about? How many people can you be around all day, every day and not get tired of? So that's how we ended up getting together. And we have had so many great days and great times since then.
Yes. And if y'all wonder how he proposed, he proposed at the church. We go to Trinity Worship Center. I was not even expecting it. All I know, I saw my kids, his kids there. I'm like, what they doing here? Since when they come to church? Because my daughter go to her own church. Everybody go to different churches, I wasn't really thinking about that, but and then he gonna say he got to go do something in security. He went in the back somewhere. Next thing I see him get on the stage talking about what a man finding a wife. It was a long speech. I'm like, is he doing it? No, he not. No, he not. I'm here froze. So one of the ladies had to come get me from the bench.
I think it was Stefano.
Yeah, Stefano came and got me. She's like, you better go on up there, So I was just so shocked. And then the cameras rolled out, my daughter and Rob's daughter, and everybody was just taking pictures. And I'm like just totally shocked. He proposed. I wasn't even expecting that. But
for the record, this is my first marriage. I have been asked a gang of times. I have only asked one person before, Kat, and she never answered me for like a year, and then eventually, when I asked her why she won't give me an answer, she told me she was married. And needless to say, I was floored. I'm like, all you married? All this time you married? We've been kicking it, and then I'm wondering like, so I've been committing adultery, something like that. I'm like, how does that work? And is God going to punish me? I didn't even know.
Right.
Anyway, so that being said, that's we continue to try and have fun. We continue to laugh. That is one of the major staples that I believe helps a relationship. I told Kat when I married her, well, before I married her, I says, I have been called a lot of things in my life, but one thing I've never been called is boring.
Yeah.
Did I lie?
No, you did not.
So, on that note, next question.
Yeah.
So it says, one of the questions is, how do you keep love and friendship alive in marriage even after years together? Like I was just saying, I think laughter plays a big part of it. Patience
definitely
plays a big, did I say big?
Yeah.
Big part of it.
Definitely. Definitely.
Knowing what the other person needs, what the other person wants, and respecting boundaries. I told Kat day one, I know there are going to be times when we disagree.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I am not trying to change your mind. I just want to understand how you came to your decision, and I want you to understand how I came to mine. That's all. Understand why I came to the decision I did. I want to understand where you came to the decision you did. And who knows, maybe one of us might change. You know what? I didn't think about it like that. I didn't look at it from that way. So that being said, I think that is a big deal.
Yeah.
I also think that knowing you have to know what buttons not to push.
Yeah.
You have to know. When I met Kat, once again, I told her for 2 years, don't even think about when we first got serious. I told her for 2 years, don't even think about marriage. There are things that I need to see. There are things that you need to see.
He thought I was crazy. He thought I was crazy, like I'm a snap.
But my point is, everybody know when you meet somebody, you put your best, you put your best foot forward. You put your best self forward. Some people, you see the real them inside of 3 months. Some people, you see the real them maybe 6 months. Some people are good. You might not see the real person for a whole year. Okay.
That's true.
I've been down that road. Okay. I done dated people, and next thing you know, we have an argument about something, we have a disagreement about something, and they start tearing up their house. They breaking stuff, smashing dishes, and I'm like, whoa, what you doing? All of this stuff, no, that's not for me. I've dated people that something happened and they sad. I dated this one girl. Y'all remember back when Michael Jackson died? I was dating this one girl, and I come by the house and she crying. I'm like, babe, what's wrong? And she said, Michael Jackson passed away. I said, yeah, I heard about it on the radio. And she crying like it was her mama or somebody, and I'm like, okay. I said, are you related to him? I get it. I get it. We all have celebrities or somebody that does something to us. But the way she crying, I just thought was a little bit excessive. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate Michael Jackson. I like his music. I'm not that big of a fan. You know, I am of Janet, but I'm a man. So, you know. But that being said, you know, she crying and she going on. I'm like, okay, did you ever meet the man? Did you, you know, I'm not understanding why you going through all these changes. And then all of a sudden she breaks and she like, I ain't going to work tomorrow. And I'm like, you're not going to work. I says, Michael Jackson died and you about to mess your money up. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Listen, obviously you need some space. I'm going to give you some space. I'm going to the house. You know, done with her. You know, my point is, you see different sides of people.
Yeah.
I need for her to see, just living life. You are going to see different sides of people.
Yeah.
I need to see her when she's angry.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see her when she's sad. I need to see her when she's depressed. I need to see her when she's happy.
Yeah.
You know, I need to see all different sides of her.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
You know.
He hide his though.
What I hide?
You hide yours sometimes. You know how a man can try to hold things in, but when you've been around them so long, you know their ways and how they act. They try to be the man. Like, I'm the man. Ain't nothing bother me, but I know him, you know. But basically, we saw each of us.
She don't know.
I know him. He know me. But we know each other ways. And sometimes we get to thinking, you know, I'm like, you in this strong thought again. What you thinking about? You know, or I could just say, hey, I know what you finna do. You don't know me, Kat. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You know, you think you know me. You don't know me. You know, you don't know. Yes, I do.
Stop the cat.
Yes, I always stop the cat now. But yeah, we seem to know each other, especially, you know, I know my husband when it's time for nap time.
Listen,
you know, especially when he like,
why we got to put that out there like that? Don't
he finna take that. I'm not finna take a nap. I'm finna go read this. Yeah. But anyway,
there's nothing wrong with naps. Okay.
They know. Anyway, we don't do drama.
I need my beauty nap.
Yeah. We don't do drama. And cause I'd have been there, done that with the first marriage. And I don't got time to be arguing no man no more. So he know I ain't got time for it. We talk it out, we kiss, we go to sleep. All the other stuff, you know, you can leave it in the streets. You know, so I ain't got time for all that stuff. Because right now, if I had time for that, it would be totally different. It'd be a whole new chapter. You know, I just don't know you don't know what kind of crazy you'll be getting into now.
Listen,
you know, but
that being said, guys, there's so much that needs to be said up front in the beginning. You know, I told Kat, if, for example, I asked her, I says, if I have a problem with you, who should I talk to?
Me.
And she said me, and I says, can I get the same courtesy?
Yes, you can.
If you have an issue with me, can you start with me?
Yes.
You know, maybe it's something I can fix. You know, maybe, you know, start with me before you go telling your family, your girl, your co-worker, you know, all these other people and stuff.
Negative.
Like, can you start with me? Keep it. Let's keep it here.
And it will stay here. Because he ain't got to worry about me telling my business, especially for no heifers. So you can forget that. Yes, I said heifers. I don't mean putting my business in the streets because you can't trust no heifers on nobody else. I'm sorry.
I knew it was coming.
No. You know, we either talk it out, you know, or just no. It's just gonna be just between me and him. Nobody else don't need to know our business.
That being said, guys, get to know the person that you want. Another thing that I see on here that is going to come up is sex. The question was, how soon is too soon to have sex? Come on, y'all. Is this, if you want someone just for sex, they got sites for that. They got avenues for that. If you trying to find someone that's a life mate, that's going to be with you for the rest of your life, and you with them for the rest of their life, there's so much more that you need to know before you cross that road.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because sex is not everything. It ain't even close. You know, but yet for some reason or another,